Okay, so um, I am going to be doing 4-4-B because that's the best one. Um, which is operations with radical expressions, not rational. Um, so pretty much all it is finding like the area and volume of shapes with radical expressions as their like length and width and stuff. So yeah. So the square, that's my poorly drawn square. Not the square though. So um for a perimeter, so let's say we have 2 radical 2, and that's a square, so it's got these all over the place. And this is gonna be okay. And then so we have that. Okay. And so to find the perimeter of these, we would take one of these and multiply by 4. So we get 8 radical 2. Yes. And that's the perimeter. But for the area, we'd take one of these and square it. So we'd get 2 radical 2 times 2 radical 2. And so multiplying the radical by the radical makes it go away. So you have 4 times 4, which is 16. And that is how you do the square stuff. Now on to rectangles. Okay. Alright, rectangle. So say that's a rectangle. So let's say we have 4 radical 3, and this is a short side, so 2 radical 2 again. 2 radical 2. And so for the perimeter, you're going to want to do 2L plus 2W. So we take this and multiply it by 2. Right? Yes. Yes. Okay. So we have 8 radical 3 plus 4 radical 2. And then that equals the 412 radical 5. Yes. And that would be the perimeter of your rectangle over here. Okay. That's yeah, okay. Let's just do this. I got the rectangle again. You got, that's a bad for 4 radical 3 and 2 2. Okay. And so for the area, it's just L times W. So you would have 4 radical 3 times 2 radical 2. And that equals 8 radical 6. And boom. That's the answer for the area of the rectangle. And now we're going triangles, because there's 3 of them. There's 3 sides on the triangles. Ooh, okay, so we got this triangle. So let's say got 2 radical 2, 3 radical 4, and 4 radical 3. Okay, so the perimeter is side 1 plus side 2 plus side 3. So we have 4 radical 3 plus 2 radical 2 plus 3 radical 4. And we add them all up, and we get, that's 5, that's 9 radical 5, 9 radical 9. Okay. Alright. Actually, that would surprise me now that I look back at it. Okay. Yeah, so we had 9 radical 9, which would be 27. If you want to simplify it, but for the purposes of this, don't do that. That's bad. Okay. So now we have 2 radical 2. Changes the numbers a bit. 2 radical 4 and 6 radical 3. Alright, change the numbers. Okay, so now we're doing the area of a triangle, which is half. So it's basically the base times the height. Actually, I don't need the sides. Where's my eraser? That's difficult. Okay, let's just do that. Okay, so I don't need that. So the height is going to be, so this is 2 radical 2. This one will be 2 radical 6. Yeah. Okay. So basically you do the base times the height over 2. Okay. So the base is 2 radical 2 times 2 radical 6 equals 4 and then 12. 4 radical 12. That's a 2. 12. And then you divide 4 radical 12. That's a 2. 12 by 2. And you get 2 radical 6. Maybe just 2 radical 12. I'm not really sure which one. It's one of the two. Because I don't remember. I'm leaning towards 2 radical 12 instead of 2 radical 6. But it might be either one. Mr. Yubi, you'll have to check me on that one, because I don't know. Okay, done with that. Bloop. Now we're going to the volume of a rectangular prism. This is just going to be beautiful. Okay, so we got Alright, so here's my rectangular prism. So for the volume you need L times W times the height. Let's say this one is 2 radical 2, and that's 3 radical 2, and that's 6 radical 5. Okay. And so the length times the width, which is 2 radical 2 times 3 radical 2. And that equals 6. Actually, no, let's not do 2. Let's do 3 radical 4. Because I don't want to cancel that. That's not good. Okay. There. Just 6 radical 8. So yeah, 6 radical 8. And then we multiply 6 radical 8 by 6 radical 5, and we get, that's 36 radical 40. And that would be the volume. And that is how you do operations with radical expressions. Yeah, math is done.